Hi, I'm Rainey, and welcome to Kyhmah 101. Well, I'm in my backyard, but um, it's a beautiful day, and I feel amazing. And I wanted to share a little bit about myself, in case those of you who are wondering. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Most of us, our stories are the same, you know. Um, we came to this planet and we didn't really know what we were in for until we got here. And so just tell you a little bit about myself. I am obviously an African American woman. I'm from up north. I'm from New Jersey, and I grew up in a very, very loving but tumultuous household. Both my parents are also musicians. My father was um, nothing short of a genius. He music and guitar, and my mother, jazz vocalist, completely deaf in one ear, and she has perfect pitch. Um, so my brothers and my sisters, well, my brothers and one of my sisters, my baby sister, she's the accountant in the family. She's the one that greases the machines and keeps everything running. But and then I married my husband. I met him when I was 18, and we've been together ever since, and married 32 years. And recently, over the last 4 years, we decided that we were no longer going to walk in a codependent lifestyle with one another, because we are so close. We're each other's best friend. We're each other's lovers, and we're beyond any kind of label or title. And so he's free to roam the planet as I'm free to roam the planet, and we just hold each other's hand and love each other unconditionally. And I'm a really big proponent of unconditional love. I really feel the only real way to succeed in life is to help somebody else, get their. You help somebody get their boat across the water, yours gets there too, and then you make friends in the process, and you have a rich and fulfilling life, because you get to define or create, or you get to define, create, and tweak, the character that you want to grow into. And it's just a wonderful thing. Let's see, what else can I say about myself? I love poetry. I love creating poetry. I don't seek out. It's weird, because I don't seek out other people's poetry. Like, if I hear something or if I read something and it strikes me, then yeah, it becomes a part of me. But because I am also a creator, I feel like I need to protect my originality. Like, I need to protect how I would see things, or how I would work things. And so I don't listen to a lot of radio. Actually, I don't listen to the radio at all, not even in my car. Just really never have. Whatever I create, I just create for me. And if it sounds like something else that's out there, then hey, that just means that me and whoever created the thing that sounds like something that's already out there, we are riding the same wave. It's all about the wave. It's all about the waves. Sorry if I'm squinting. The sun is like smack dead in my face. But what else can I say about me? I love openly, and I love hard, and I don't expect much from people, but I also look for the best. Sorry, I get a little emotional, because I just feel like I wish that I wished that we lived in a society where everyone did that. where everyone didn't have these, expectations of the other person, but looked for the best in them. And it's like, how are we supposed to grow if we're not allowed to make mistakes, and we're not allowed to explore ourselves, and we're not allowed to really, stretch ourselves and be all that we can be in this great big world that we are confined to. And it really saddens me. It does. It saddens me. It makes me sad to see that human beings have become slaves to slavery. We tend to forget that, possession ends in repossession. The more you possess, the more you have, the more will be taken away. And I'm not saying that, you shouldn't have anything. I'm just saying that what you have, you should let go of. You should love it enough to set it free. And, if it chooses to return to you, then it returns to you. Great. If not, great, because, we look for the best in people, even though we don't have any expectations. We don't meet new people or have new people come in our lives and calculate all these expectations that we're going to put on them, and then become disappointed with them when they don't meet our expectations. And I feel like, aside from greed and, evildoers and stuff like that, that's a big problem. It's a big problem that people can't. I'll just give you for example, I never leave my house. I hardly ever leave the house. Like, very rarely do I leave my house. I like being in my home. I like being with my surroundings, with my people, wherever that is. Even if it's, JC and I used to travel, and I love the fact that I could carry my home. We had a travel trailer and a bus, and I love the fact that I could actually explore the world and bring my home with me. I think that's just so amazing. I think that's just, it's a little nomadic, but maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm a nomad. Maybe that's what we're supposed to be. Maybe that's not a bad thing. But I left the comfort of my home to go to Walmart to get some groceries, and excuse me. It's overwhelming for me, because I can feel and I can see the hurt on people's faces. I can see the pain in their eyes. A man, he just, I was getting some jalapenos. I was going to make some guacamole, and I was just grabbing a couple of jalapenos, and he went to help me and reached for the bag and said, "Here you go." And we smiled, and it was just like a really nice, exchange of just two human beings acknowledging the other, and, he smiled at me, and I smiled back, and it was just that. It was just like, it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, here you go. Okay, thank you." Like nothing, And I did say something about the Super Bowl, and I said, "Oh, I don't watch football. I don't watch it because it's pointless for me. I want both teams to win. I'm happy for the team that wins, and I'm upset for the team that lost. So I don't get involved in things like that." But and you know, apparently, I don't know, the woman that was with him, or she came around the corner and she came down through the produce aisle and she walked right over. And I was like, well, thank you so much. You have a good, enjoy your Super Bowl. I hope your team wins. You know, something like a, you know, salutation, something like a, you know, okay, well, you know, farewell, you know. And I'm from New Jersey, and this is just how we talk. And it's not like nothing is behind it, you know. And I just said to her, you know, what a gentleman, you know, and very handsome. Thank you. And you would have thought this woman, I'm sorry, this woman, an ant was crawling up my leg, and it startled me, and I went to wipe and I accidentally killed it. And so I just apologized to her. It was an accident. It was a knee-jerk reaction. It's something, I just went to hit it. I'm sorry. So this woman, you would have thought that that she, you know, like I was trying to steal a child or something. It's just the rolling of the eye and the you know, and I just stood there. I just stood there. The other day I went to go get my hair done, and I wasn't familiar with the location, and I couldn't decide if I needed to go left or right because my GPS wouldn't give me accurate instructions. It just said you have arrived at your destination, but I was nowhere. I was in the middle of nowhere. And so I park into the median, where you're not supposed to park there. But there was a woman, a young girl. I guess she was trying to go around me and she couldn't. And so when I stopped in the median, put my flashes on, she pulls in front of me and gives me the finger, like double finger. Like I just sat there and cried because I'm lost. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I didn't do anything illegal. It just aggravated her to the point where she felt like she needed to, treat me that way. And all I could do was just cry. It's like, she was so young. And, my mind sometimes, the cognitive dissonance sets in. And my mind wants to say, oh, it's because you're black. Or, oh, it's because, of this or that, or you're not this or you're not that. And no, that's not what it is. It's that this person is in so much pain. She's, wow. Like, what if I turned out to be the doctor that was going to save her life? Or what if me holding her up and causing her to stop saved her from an accident up the road? I just, it is so, it's like, yeah, so I don't ever leave my house. But, I mean, I leave my house only when absolutely necessary. Like if JC and I have a gig, or if we need to take a trip, to the land in Tennessee, or if my husband says, honey, come on, let's go. You need to get out of the house. You need, I come out to my backyard and I sit in the sun. Hold on, excuse me. And I sit in the sun and I soak up the sun and I meditate and I try to fill my heart with gratitude so that I can continue to be inspired by the air, be inspired by the sky, the moon, the sun, the stars, everything. Every night I go outside and I look up, and if I can see the stars, I celebrate the stars. I celebrate the earth. I celebrate the environment. If there's a full moon, oh my gosh, I'm just a mess. But yeah, so I really do believe, and once you get to understand me a little bit, you'll see where I'm coming from. I just do believe that people, we're in pain because we're like animal crackers. we're we're like zoo animals, you know. We're the zoo animals and the zookeeper. And it's really sad that men and women, especially grown adults, can't experience life for themselves without any repercussion, without the fear of repercussion, you know, without the fear of retaliation. I'm not talking about doing harm to anyone. You do harm to no one. If you're going around and you're hurting children and you're hurting people and you're, you know, there's a place for you. Yeah. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who are gods, who create life and joy and abundance and not evil and torture and torment. I'm on the other team. So, Kyhmah Warriors, I just wanted to give you a little insight to who I am. I hope this video wasn't too long-winded. I really feel that it's important. At some point here, I'm going to introduce you to JC, and you'll see everything will come together. I'm excited. I'm still going to post the questions. I haven't uploaded all the videos yet. I'm doing everything at the same time, and it's going to take a little while. But once they're up, and then we can hit the ground running and get started. But I want to thank you if you watched this video. Thank you for wanting to get to know me. And hey, I have an idea. If you want me to get to know you, you do a video and you send it to me. Yeah, you do a video about who you are. Do a 20-minute video. Just talk a little bit about who you are, what you believe, how you feel. If this is something, if you want to be a part of Kyhmah, and this is something you think you will benefit from and that you could help, you know, heal the world with music, with love. Okay? That's it for now. I'm Rainbird, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.